is very good if you are a clinician and would you like to do scientific work. Because scientific work is very important to share the information, share your practice. And beside this program I can go to the clinic, I can do clinic work, treat the patients and do the very important PhD project and the scientific work also.
This is important to manage parallelly the scientific process, the lecturer skills, the English language lecturer skills, and the arguments, the live arguments in real discussions. I think TMC parallelly manage all skills, and we evaluate these independently. We try to improve the PhD fellows in all topics and all skills.
After 6 months, it clearly stands out that we get a great support from the background. I mean, not everybody sees that how many people are working in the background, like statisticians, and I really appreciate it. They are liable to help us even in the evenings and even on the weekends, and really just on the last minutes as well. If sometimes a conference pop up and you have to hurry on with your project, this is something I would really emphasize.
I think it is great, and the improvement is bigger and bigger. So as we compare the third month progress, there are a big improvement.
It's when you are doing research, you start to branch your things that you do, and it's easy to get lost in a while. So it's very useful to 2 or 3 times a year just stop and to lean a bit backward and just look at what you've done and what are your perspective, what should you do. Which I want to highlight that I'm sure that it mustn't be about peer pressure or a progress pressure, because science is very diverse. You can be you can get results very fast, or you can get very good results very slow, but to just step back and look at your overall progress is helpful for yourself to organize your plans.
This is a totally new program, so each year we learn what we do correctly, well, what we do not very well, and we each year try to polish our program to have it even better for the students. We try not to change too many things a year, because of course this can be a little bit messy if we always try to change, but one of the most important change we have done actually to have much more e-learning videos, so we try to elevate the knowledge of the students. And the second biggest change were actually the number of statisticians and the structure of the discussions between the statisticians and the students.
I think in the first period it's really important my supervisors help to find out the feasible topic, and for me that was a really big help. I've got 2 project students too who help a lot of in the second part too, and I think I should highlight the help of my statistician too in the second part next to my supervisors. So I've got a lot of help from my team, and I think it's much easier in this way, like alone.
My method is that you should ask as many questions as you have to, since everyone is at the starting point at one point, and I try to be strategic.
by week on the group meetings, I could improve with the help of my supervisor and by the help of the other students as well. And they helped a lot by reflecting to the weekly work what could have been done better, whether I should do this in a more powerful manner. So they were my help. And also I improved, I guess, in the presentation skills, of course, because we had to present every week in this program in English. So if I have to compare myself where I was 3 months ago, I improved in my presentation skills, in my insight of the research field, of course, and of course in the statistical holes that I had to fill, I also improved.
What I really enjoyed that we always have some coffee break to discuss the different topics, and what is interesting that normally you go to a conference in your specialty, but in the TMP, in this project and progress reports, you see very different topics, and it's also interesting to listen to something else, not focusing on your specialty.
I really like the discussion part. I'm a bit nervous in the first part, in which I have to limit myself in time, because with every project, even if it's mine or not, there are a lot of things to say and you have to leave some important details aside so you can limit yourself in time. So I think the discussion part is really important because maybe it can give you an insight of some things that you might not be able to see during your project because you were too attached to it.
It's always very nice when you see that people are thinking on your project and giving new aspects to it. So I think that's the most useful part of these sessions. For me, it was beneficial to step out from the hard data mining and just come out of the coal mine and just look at my data and to see future perspectives, because I was missing that lately.
We can say that those things what we changed in the program were the benefit for the students, but of course we also can see points what we need to improve for the forthcoming years. But I think this is normal in everywhere. If you have a very innovative new ideas, you always need to test its efficacy.
I think this improvement during half a year, it's really good. They started the scientific work well. They prepare now the first manuscripts, and one of the students already sent the first manuscript. So I think it's a very quick and very precise work, and generally I'm very satisfied with our group.